Hi, I'm Isa Bedrabo, and today I will be sharing my AP Art Sustained Investigation portfolio with you. My investigation seeks to put a spotlight on the corruption of the Catholic Church by representing several historical and current issues throughout religious characters and concepts such as the seven deadly sins, the four horsemen of the apocalypse, the Holy Trinity, and the Virgin. These characters appear in a grotesque manner to exemplify the appalling nature of the actions they represent. Each piece includes many symbols so that they, along with the main figure, are able to tell a complex story full of intricate details. I started off my investigation by researching a topic that I feel strongly about because I have directly witnessed the injustices of the church affect me as well as members of my community. My intention is not to criticize Christianity itself, but rather to condemn the actions of those who call themselves believers and then go on to damage others. Monstrous art has always captivated my attention, and the desire to reflect the wickedness of the sins in my art is why I made everything as dark as possible. The first subjects of my paintings were the seven deadly sins. I put a lot of anger into these initial pieces, which I believe is especially noticeable in the first works about wrath, envy, and sloth. As I came to terms with what I wanted to do, I decided to focus on increasing the amount of symbolism, giving the piece a more detailed but abstract meaning, like the ones about greed, pride, lust, and gluttony. Some are obscured in shadows because I believe they represent the darkest side of the church and its actions. When I started with the horsemen, I explored historical events such as the Crusades, the Inquisition, and South America's conquest by the Spaniards. The four horsemen, conquest, war, famine, and death, serve to represent the bloody stain the Catholic Church has left behind throughout history. They too are filled with symbolism and little details representing the issue they each tackle. In the end, I decided to switch up my technique from paint to pen when I moved on to the Holy Trinity and the Virgin, and to make my technique more like surrealist horror rather than grotesque monsters. These four final works represent not necessarily wrongdoings of the church as an organization, but the way their morph representation of religion has influenced many people's beliefs. For example, my work about the sun showcases the sexism present in these beliefs, with the woman simply being seen as a man's rib, while my piece on virginity demonstrates the corruption of innocence and the supposed value of a woman based on her quote-unquote purity. Ultimately, I am proud of my portfolio and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.